Hi everybody, I'm Gordon from Hong Kong. Welcome to my RC channel. When you are building a LCG crawler, you will always want to have all the weight as low as possible. In order to tackle this problem, I challenged myself to mount the servo at a lower point of the axle. The classic way of mounting the servo is servo on axle style. You mount the servo on top of the axle, but you will still create a high center of gravity. I once came across a post on Facebook showing that the servo is mounted behind the axle, making the servo parallel with the axle. Okay guys, in this video, the conversion will based on an All-Star chassis, which is a SX10-2 clone, and convert a SX10-3 Part2 axle to be servo behind axle design. Change to a 4-link suspension setup, and relocate the battery behind the servo. For this demonstration, I'm using a metal version of the SX10-3 Part2, which I brought online. The original plastic version is pretty much the same. First, you will need to cut off the link mount on the middle of the axle. Then fabricate a mount to hold the servo in place. I cut mine out of an angular aluminum strip. Also cut a piece of right angle mount for holding the two upper links. Now this is how the finished product looks like. Then you will need a TRX4 pumpkin protector skid plate, and you will need to fabricate a battery tray out of the same angular aluminum strip. Drill 4 holes on the skid plate and replace longer screws, and screw on the plate to the underside of the servo to protect it from the rocks. Then bend one of the legs outwards and drill some holes to connect the battery tray. Now this is how the finished product looks like. But there is a drawback on doing this conversion, is that you have to move the front shock tower backwards and cut off the front section of the frame, so to give room for the servo arm to move. Okay guys, here are some footage on how it's performed. Okay guys, now we have it, the Servo Behind Axle style. The weight is much more lower, and this really improved the rig on crawling ability, especially on steep slope. The battery tray can manage to fit a 1500 mAh battery. I think I have reached the limit of the SCX 10.2 chassis. If you want to get more performance out of it, I think building a low CG chassis is the next step. Guys, thank you for watching. See you on my next video.